everyone, welcome to the lecture series of Mobile Computing and Wireless Communication. I am your instructor, Miss Alpa Rupala. So, we have already discussed in a previous two lectures regarding the introduction about what is the mobile computing and wireless communication, then after the signals, then after the basic terminology regarding the signal, what we will understand and be required in your whole our entire syllabus topic content. Okay, in this particular lecture, we need to understand the channel capacity. But before understanding the channel capacity, we need to understand some of the basic another terminology, that is the signal transmission. So basically in this lecture, we will understand regarding the signal transmission. What is the signal transmission? How the signal is being transmitted? For that particular thing, we will understand signal further divided into two types, which we have already learned, that is analog signal and digital signal. Same as transmission is also being divided into two types, that is analog transmission and digital transmission. So, what is the analog transmission? What is the digital transmission? What is the basic requirement to transmit the analog data and digital data? We will understand all this concept. Signal transmission. So, basically, what is the signal transmission? When we are transmitting our signal using antenna, then that signal is firstly processed and then after it is being transmitted. So before learning this all fundamental, let us discuss that what we want to transmit and how the process is being recorded. So first of all, we will learn that what is the data. The data is nothing but the raw information. That raw information which needs to be transmitted. So that raw information can be of two types also, that it can be any analog data or it can be any digital data. So here in diagram you can see that you are having the digital data, any form of digital data. Likewise in your mobile phone, if you want to send an email, and that email is also what? A digital data. First of all, your email which you have already written in your Gmail, right? That particular data is being converted into 0101 digital form, and then after that data will be transmitted. So just as an example, we have seen the any raw information form. Next one is, what is the data, what is the signal? We have already learned the definition of signal, that signal is a electric or electromagnetic representation of data. Okay, signal is a electric or electromagnetic representation of data. Then what is the signaling? The signaling is a process of converting your data into a signal. So ultimately, if you can see in a diagram, the first row is 0101 digital form. The second row is what we are representing our data in a signal. Okay, we are representing our digital binary data, that is in a 0101 form. We are representing that data in a signal. So ultimately, you can see the third row, that is nothing but a clock. Now, what is the requirement of clock? In real life fundamental, the signal is what? Nothing but the representation of your data. So, your 0101 binary data is actually what? Represented in a data, right? But when we want to transmit that particular signal, then firstly we need to process that signal. And the actual signal which is being transmitted is something different. So for that we require one clock or one ideal signal, and that ideal signal is what? Here, clock. According to the clock, we will convert our signal into something different form or different fundamental which needs to be transmitted. So, to clear the definition, Data is any raw information, signal is representation of your data, and signal is a process of converting your data into a signal and then after transmission. So the basic term, that is the transmission. What is the transmission? Ultimately, the transmission also can be of two types. It can be of analog transmission or it can be a digital transmission. So ultimately, transmission is nothing whenever you want to send data from one place to another place, that is known as transmission. If we talk about the proper definition, then the processing from the start, likewise we are converting our data into a signal, then after we are processing that signal and we are transmitting that signal. This whole process is known as the transmission. Okay, this whole process is known as the transmission. So that was the basically example of digital transmission, and here it is the example of the analog transmission. When you are calling on a phone, then your voice data is what kind of analog form of, and that analog form data is being transmitted from your telephone line and it is being received by another person. So it is what a analog transmission. So as we have discussed, data is divided into two types, analog data and digital data. Analog data is any data which is in a continuous form, whereas the digital data is a kind of data which is in a discrete form. Likewise, an example, if we talk about the natural number which is going from the 1 to infinity. If we talk about 1 to 2, then 1 to 2 is having continuous value. Likewise, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. Okay, but if we want about, if we talk about only digital data, then suppose I am taking example of 2 square. Then 2 square is jumping from 1, 2, then after 4, 8, 16 and so on. So the data is jumping from one particular value to another value. Okay, so analog and data and digital data. Data can be divided into two types, analog and digital. And same as signal is also being divided into two types, that is analog signal and digital signal. So basically it is not like that analog data is only being represented by analog signal. No, analog data can be represented using analog signal and digital signal. Same as digital data can be represented using analog signal and digital signal. We can represent both. Same as the transmission, we are having two types of transmission, analog transmission and digital transmission. So, if we talk about the transmission, then analog transmission can only transmit the analog signal, but digital transmission can transmit the analog and as well as digital signal. So, just a briefing about the digital signal transmission. So, here you can see in a diagram, here we are having the analog data and digital data. And we are representing analog data and digital data into a digital signal. We are representing analog data and digital signal, data into a digital signal. So, the analog data can be represented on a digital signal using one device which is known as the codec, that is coder and decoder. And digital data is represented on a digital signal using digital transceiver, which is transceiver is transmitter and receiver, combination of transmitter and receiver. So ultimately, for the processing, the analog data is being processed first to convert into a digital signal. But digital data is not that much of being processed to convert it into a digital signal. Next is analog signal transmission. Here it is the example of analog signal transmission. You can see the analog data and digital data can be represented using the analog signal. So if we talk about analog data on an analog signal, that is very much of easy. We just require one digital line. But if we talk about the digital data, then the digital data must be reconfigured to be transmitted into an analog form. Likewise, if we talk about your computer data which is in a binary form, then first of all we require one modem. Obviously, nowadays we are having our Wi-Fi connection at our home, which is basically depend on your modem, and then after we are having the Wi-Fi router. Obviously, so the modem is nothing but the modulator and demodulator, which is a device which modulate and demodulate. So ultimately, the digital data is reconstructed into an analog form and then it is being transmitted. So modem is required. So you can see the difference that analog transmission and digital transmission. The analog transmission can only transmit the analog signal, but it cannot transmit the digital signal. But digital transmission can transmit the analog signal and as well as digital signal. But if we talk about the attenuation, then the basic attenuation is being carried out in analog transmission using amplifiers, which is just boosting the signal strength. So whenever we are transmitting our analog signal using analog transmission at a large place, from one place to very large distance, at that time the amplifier is required. But if we talk about the digital transmission fundamental, then attenuation is being handled according to the repeaters. Repeater is also accepting the digital signal or analog signal which is being transmitted according to the digital transmission, and then after reboosting their signal and transmitting it into another place. In this lecture, we understood about the signal transmission in detail, in which we understood the definition of data, then signal, then signaling, then transmission, then analog transmission and digital transmission. In next lecture, we will understand about the channel capacity. Now, what is the channel capacity? Basically, the signal transmission, if we talk about, then the transmission channel must have some capacity, and that we will discuss in detail in next lecture with the two basic important theorem, that is Nyquist theorem and Shannon theorem. Then after some of the important example regarding the Nyquist and Shannon theorem. So thank you. We will meet in our next lecture.